Wavy gang, what is going on? Welcome to a new video. As you can see, we already got the blunt going. You know we staying wavy. I just want to come to you guys and say the time is now. Just start. Put that belief inside yourself. Drop the fear. Drop the false narratives that you have in your mind. Place positive thoughts. Bring gratitude towards your day and what you've done and what you will continue to do. Because why not? Why choose the negative instead of the positive? Why not continue to move off of what you believe you can do and not continue to limit yourself to what you can't? You're the unstoppable force within yourself. You can create your own reality. You can be on this beach within any given moment through action. You set a plan, you set goals, you set action, and you'll reach your destination within time. Time is just an illusion. Time is something made up. Time is something that hasn't forever been here. And to say time is something that has been created, we are also something that's been created. So just realize that you are a creator, we are a creation, and that we continue to create the things that we want in our life. What do I mean by we are creators? I'm a creator. I'm creating this video. To say that I was once brought into this life by somebody else is a powerful message to me, to say that we are beings capable of broad things and unlimited potential. As you can see, we staying wavy at the beach, sunset going down. I just want to tap in and talk to y'all and just make sure y'all being consistent. You know, as of right now, I'm just repping the best version of me. You know, I got this is what I'm reading right here, Waking the Giant Within. Just a little something, you know, open them neural paths, create a new meaning within my mind, you know. Let me tell y'all why it's important to read, because as I said, we were once created and then we grow to become a person that we are at this very moment. But you can't continue to rely off of the information that you've been known since a jit, you feel me? Let me clean that camera up a bit. You know, we have to continue to be forever learners. Whether that's if we're learning through our own mistakes, through trial and error, or do you want to be an examiner before you take action and learn? You have to start from a state within. You know, the best state to start with is, you know, is just an observer. You can learn from others' mistakes. You can learn, and not even just mistakes, you can learn from what they're doing right. You want to always look at the positive. You want to look at what are they doing that I can do to attract the same things, to get to the same lifestyle. The position that we're given right out of school isn't necessarily going to be exactly where we want to be. It's like GTA real life. You got to, you know, pick your character, pick what job you want to work, pick what you want to do. There's always going to be expectations and standards dictated on you just due to your surroundings, whether that's your family, your friends, your work environment, your school. You know, it's always a standing line order that needs to be met. Make your bed. You can't go to the restroom right now. Take this call. Forget your immediate emergencies or what you'd like to do in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So just take that into account, y'all. I just want y'all to take action now, man. Just make a plan, structure yourself. Where do you envision yourself? What truly makes you happy? What are you grateful for? And just, you know, stray yourself away from the self-hindering thoughts as far as what you can accomplish, what may not be there for you, what you missed in the past, because there's so much to embrace in the present. You get to choose and dictate and alter your emotions at any given moment. If you want to feel sad, you can feel sad. Obviously, sometimes we don't want to feel sad, but we just are constantly, you know, allowing our state to feel as if we're down. We're not allowing ourselves to smile. Not placing a new state of being upon ourselves, meaning like we're not bringing ourselves out of that person, out of that character. We always could choose who we want to be at any given moment. Meaning, you can go and buy that car that you want. Is it the best financial decision? Is that gonna lead to you being the happiest person? Or are you gonna be working a job that you don't necessarily see yourself being at for the rest of your life? Are you doing what you love is most importantly. That car is just material. You got to realize that what you're waking yourself up to each and every day is going to be something that you do, something that nobody else feels, things that you go through. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to make sure y'all doing what y'all love, placing yourself around people you love, areas you love, environments you love, because it can always be changed. You know, it may take time. Like I said, it just comes down to a structured plan. Like, what will you do? When will you do it? Who will you do it with? It could all be planned out. And obviously setting your expectations it's not always gonna come down to the exact same matter you deem it to be. But if you shoot high, and possibly even higher than your standards could even ever think, how can you not land near an area that you desire, you guys? That side lonely. I wanted to show y'all the beach set, but this side got everybody over there. You know, had to come over here and take some time for self. I'll be displaying that because the information in that book, Awaken the Giant Within, how am I going to retain that information with all this background, you know, going on with all these distractions? People, I love people. You know, it's great to entertain that aspect of life when it's that time to do that. But when it's time to, you know, relay new information within yourself, create a new meaning, you know, when somebody tells you something, when somebody teaches you something, your teacher tells you something new, you like, I learned something. You know, that feeling of enlightenment, you know, that feeling of, it's just an expression of a feeling you know, when you learn something, it's kind of like, you kind of get to just sit there and just feel the arousal of a new state. Like I said, a new character, you know, a new potential that could be tapped into. You know, when you tap into some new power, some new knowledge, if what you're placing your time on and your thoughts into in the information that you're gaining for yourself is powerful, something that you can sustain and not only retain for yourself to help influence your life and the people's around you. You know, if that's something that you could take the time to do, why wouldn't you do it? Because at the end of the day, it's always going to be somebody that comes after you. You can't just live for self, because you always have to realize that there's people around you that have, you know, created you. And not even just that, the people, you know, around that, and the family aspect, you know, whoever you set example for. It's always a bigger meaning to life. You know, we could sit here and act like we want to have fun all the time, but, you know, outside of that little 10-minute, outside of that little one night of fun, you got to wake up to reality. You just realize what you building up for, what you spending them days where you could be really building, where you could be really focusing in and just coming to new states of enlightenment as far as where you want to be, where you want to travel. When you are traveling, just, you know, absorbing that area, taking in that new culture, you know, how they move, and then just stemming that all to your being, you know, just growing, you know, because you can't continue to move off one perspective. You move off one perspective, then you just dumbfounded to the possibilities around you. Yeah, I'm just out here staying wavy with y'all. I would light it up. I'm gonna light it up right now. Like I said, man, your perception is everything. How you perceive things, how you feel somebody is treating you. You may feel like somebody may be treating you wrong, but you haven't communicated what you feel is right for yourself. You feel me? And that all comes to an attention. You have to bring some attention to self. How do you want to communicate that? You can't just go ahead and communicate something you haven't broken down for yourself. You know, you have to, you know, be aware and be conscious. And sometimes, majority of the times, we aren't always conscious and aware about our next step and what we're going to say or do. But the more that we bring an understanding as far as how people treat us, what our standards are, what areas we allow ourselves to be in, what states. That'll all dictate our path towards where we go. Just understand that you get to choose your own destiny. It's not dictated by the others around you. It's not dictated by your job. Through that time that you set at that job, you get to make decisions on how you spend your money, what investments you are saving up, what you get to do, what's your next step. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not forever. Nothing is forever. And that's what y'all gotta realize. Life is temporary, so you just gotta make sure that you're making the best out of it. I feel as if I have a community that I resonate with and I want to continue to tap in with. It's just a little quick video. As I say, just staying wavy with the game. I'm just staying wavy with y'all, keeping it real. It's a quick video. It's nothing long, nothing dragged out. It's all authentic, all raw, whatever, chopped up a little bit. But hey, I just want all y'all to be greats. I know y'all greats if y'all tapping in. If y'all rocking with me, I'm rocking with you, man, for real. Because it's all real, it's all love, and that's what we got to continue to move off of. We can't continue to joke, laugh, because that don't better each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, how funny is it when we got to work on our, how funny is it when we got to work and we can't spend time on our birthdays or whatever we want to do? Like, when is it funny then? Like, yeah, it's cool to kick it and chill, but like, when it's time to really do things, like, how fun is it when you don't got time for yourself to really do the things that you want to do? Because you always got to work and make up for, all the shit that you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? As in, like, when I mean work, I'm not saying for self, because obviously if you've been working on yourself, you obviously be in some type of matter or form, caught up. Like, I like to say, how could we ever be free? What is freedom when we always avoiding the things that we need to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, in the back of our head, we know we need to pay it. We know we need to call this person. We know we need to go here. We know we need to take this action. We know we need to read this book to create this understanding. We know we need to take this course to, we know we need to get around this environment, to create this understanding, create this, confidence around what I'm doing. But it's all a process. And that's where the journey begins. That's what you got to appreciate. That's what you got to make the best out of. But you got to realize and just have certain standards. You can't allow your perception to be distorted by your reality. You can't allow others to dictate how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You got to be set and stand on your 10. I'm in the sandals today. We sliding, but you got to stand on your 10. It's a beautiful day to appreciate, as always. Just constant, never-ending improvement. How can you not appreciate another day of improvement? When you sit there and you just look at other people's lives, what they doing, how is it ever going to benefit you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when somebody's relaying some information of how you could potentially benefit yourself. Then it's different. Okay, why not tap in? That's what I'm here for. But it's like, all them extras, it's like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta leverage these platforms for what they're for, or what our perception allows them to see us to be. You can either be the influencer or we can be influenced. And if y'all part of Wavy Gang, if y'all some greats, y'all not being influenced. Y'all gotta be some type of influencer. Y'all gotta step into a realm of the world that you feel as if you could be or have some type of impact in. I'm not saying be the best, but just to say that you have an impact around potentially your city. It can start there, and this with the phone that you hold, with however you're watching this, you have the potential within some internet and some commitment and action and time to think for self behind what that could potentially be, to go ahead and create that within your world. It's unlimited. You feel me? The game is yours. Game on game on game. But who am I? Time will tell. Time is just an illusion. I can be whoever I want to be. You know, I can have a house. I could be at the beach whenever I want. It's all within your factor, you know. I could go ghost, you know. I don't gotta pay taxes, but it's like, what is that setting your what is that setting your kids, your family, your, you know, what is that setting your opportunities up for? You can't even go into the bank. You can't even, you know what I'm saying? You gotta work cash. You know, like, and when you work in cash, like, what routes does that stem you to do? Like, is that clean work? And that clean work, we gotta look into how we making our money, because it's like, as I was saying, we can all have an influence, just regardless if you try to or if you don't, you gonna have an influence. You gonna have an influence regardless. So you gotta realize whatever you doing, somebody else gonna think it's cool. You may not get caught up into anything within that aspect, or if you do, shit, what happens if your next loved one, you know, it's cold out here, I'm shaking, but it's real. Hold on. You gotta realize what happens if your loved one, you know, you're a good little example. Say somebody raised their kid to be racist. They get caught saying something to the wrong race. Wrong race end up hurting that person. Potentially really, you know, if you're able to see another day of life, he gonna realize the importance. And if you don't, you know, change his perception on the importance of realizing, you know, to just stay within your lane and not judge anybody, because we're all one. You know what I'm saying? We're all one. We're all just human beings. We all go through good and bad. We all have ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying, because I ain't got to it yet. What I'm saying is, down the line, you know, he could potentially have that next individual relay that same thought process and create the same standard, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a never-on process. If they don't break that down and say, hey, we don't do that here, have certain standards, y'all gotta set the tone, raise the bar. If the bar not already set, you know, set a new Guinness World Record, set a new record. Why not? Because why not? Because why not? Blunt keep going out, man. That's just a quick little video, y'all. I appreciate y'all staying wavy with me, man. Have a great day. For sure gonna work on staying more consistent here. It's just other aspects. I really been focused on the mental, but y'all for sure gonna feel me. This is just a start. If y'all appreciate this video, man, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It don't hurt y'all. If anything, you know, it just bring that energy into your life, you know. People gonna be doing the same for you. So till next time, Wavy Gang, continue to be great. Constant, never-ending improvement, y'all. Stay on it. Till next time, y'all. Peace.
Sparking wood just to stay in my zone. Chest pounding, yeah, we blowing, I'm strong, ayy. Can't fuck with a P with a full plate. Stop running through the streets, get your life straight.